Hi all, thanks for watching. In this video, I just actually wanted to show you my Fallout Shelter Vault 235 that I've been working on, and maybe help you out in any way that I can with helping to make a successful vault, as mine's turning out pretty successful. It's been basically self-sufficient since I had about, I guess, 40 dwellers, and then I kind of maxed out on all my money at about 60 dwellers, and I've just been upgrading as I've gone along. Um, One of the first things I did was I changed the way that the vault was set up at the start. So I put a power room right after the gate room, and then I put the overseer's office at the end. And that way, that office is next to a workroom, as well the vault door is next to a workroom, so I could always send someone to each room if there's any problems. And if I get attacked, I can move some of my dwellers from here into the front vault room and then just move two up here, and that'll fill in this room. So most of the attacks don't get past my upper floor, and if they do, then they don't do any damage by going in here, and they automatically drop down into this workroom. Now what I've been doing is basically building all my workrooms down the center, and that way they're attached to any of the rooms that are like idle rooms, where normally you don't have anyone in them because it doesn't really generate any effect. Like putting people in your warehouse here, it doesn't give any type of sorting bonus so that you get better storage or anything like that. It's just for happiness. But I find once you actually train the dwellers to 10 out of 10 in all their stats, then it doesn't really matter what room they're put in. They'll eventually go to 100%. So you can basically move them around as they're efficient in any of the rooms. And I've also got my upper rooms filled with level 50s with all 10 out of 10. And basically I'll train these dwellers until they're maxed out in all their stats. And then I send them out to the wasteland with endurance armor. And that gives them additional health as they're leveling up. And they're usually out there for a couple days, but they come back with lots of stuff, and they're a lot stronger than the older dwellers, which I do have some rooms like these ones where these are mainly are in their level 30s. They haven't had a chance to go out. But what I do is, as they're training here, if they happen to come back and I haven't trained anyone to all their full stats, then I'll switch them with one of the rooms here, and I'll send somebody out from one of those rooms. And then I have level 50s in my crafting rooms so that they can stall any attacks, and usually they can hold out for a bit. So if I get attacked by mole rats or anything like that, then I can easily just reinforce them, because the time that they'll spend actually fighting, being so strong as they are, they'll usually do a lot of damage by themselves to the attacker. Now I'll just show you here. Oh, rat scorpion. Okay. That's not really an essential room. I'll just let him go because I find that the rad scorpions move too fast, so you gotta catch them in one of the other rooms. If you start sending people there, then they seem to move and you leave the other room open. So I'll just wait a sec here and let the Mr. Handy kind of damage it. And then let's see. Okay, so it's now attacking this room, and they're all maxed in their stats, wearing both strength plus endurance armor. So they should be able to, yeah, stop the attack. Alright. Yeah, sometimes it's best with those type of attackers, the rad scorpions, to kind of let them move. If they're in an empty room, then let them sit in that room. I'm only losing a bit of power, and I still have lots of power. And with everyone maxed with all their stats, the rooms usually take under a minute in order to generate extra power. So I've never really had a problem there. Now the happiness is 93, and that's mainly because the people that are training. And so I'll just show you my happiness here. And as you can see, they're mostly level 1s too. I got an Abraham Washington from a lunchbox, so he starts out at that level, but I started training him with the rest of them. And same here, a few of them which I guess they were rare settlers, so they had a few levels, but I moved them into the training rooms. But they really haven't gained a lot of happiness being in the training rooms, so you kind of take the happiness level at a lower level until you move them out. And see, I have one person that's exploring that isn't 100%, but usually as they're exploring, you can tell which one's like exploring because they'll go up to 100%, and pretty much everyone that I've sent out is 100%. Now I do have one group that they do all my quests, and that's because I got this pet, and it gives you 2.5 times, or sorry, 2.5 times the return speed. So even on quests that take a while to get to, it never takes them very long to get back, so they're able to complete quests a lot faster, and I haven't had the need for more than one group. And then the other 12 are actually settlers that, as I was saying, I took them from the rooms earlier and switched them with a level 50, sending them out with endurance armor. And that also will stop them from taking radiation damage. I guess the higher your endurance, the more resistant you are to the radiation, so they don't seem to take any wasteland radiation damage. And having the endurance armor also gives them higher health. So I try to get them out as soon as I can. So once they do get to level 50, then I will bring them back. And I do have a few actually returning now. And I have, I guess, a good amount of pets. I have, let's see, the boxer here gives you plus 13% XP, so I usually try to give him to one of the level 1s as they come out, so that they'll level up faster. But as you can see, times 2 healing speed, they never seem to heal really when they're out in the wasteland, but I just give it to them, because other than stim packs, I never really see their life going up. Well, and leveling. Plus 8% wasteland caps, but see, those ones really, all they do is if I happen to build a new outfit or a theme or something like that, then I just build that money back up once they come back in. Now that one does give you, I believe, extra wasteland junk, and I'm not sure about that one, but I'll just show you here. So I have one for training time. That black cat was for health, and then extra wasteland junk, XP. This one's kind of nice. It gives you both crafting time and cost. So instead of having to have 2 different pets, you just have the one wastelander in there, so it gives you the same as having 2 of the just the crafting cost or the crafting time pets. So I kind of like that one. The caps aren't as important, but it's always good to have. And then of course, I have a few for happiness, and then one for damage resistant that I send out sometimes with the explorers, as well the one for bonus health. Rad healing speed, I guess that would work better on someone in the vault. Um, but here's the one for wasteland return speed that gives you 2.5 times faster return speed. So say I had a 4-hour quest to get to a point, then coming back it could be just 15 minutes or something like that. This one here gives you a better chance of the stranger coming. And then of course another healing speed. This one here is for increased wasteland junk and the wasteland return speed. Oh wait, what was the other one? I thought the other one was the return speed. Oh, I have two. I didn't realize that. Past it, and what's that? Sphinx. Oh, I'll have to look for that one. I must have gotten it in a quest maybe. Someone, I find a lot of things in the wasteland, like the wasteland quest will come up as they're exploring. Oh, like this. And sometimes you get settlers, or I've gotten Mr. Handies and pets. So we'll see what we get here. Oh, Alpha Deathclaw. These are actually the worst. Okay, I've got quite a bit of health, and I won't need the rad packs. What do I got here? Okay, so he won't really do too much. But alright, let's give this a try. They make some funny comments sometimes. Oh, I seem to be doing good damage on it. You just gotta watch for that kind of critical hit thing where they flame. That's the only attack that's ever killed one of my explorers. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Nice. Yeah, so see, these little side quests give you a lot of nice things. So I really don't have anything that I need. I'm always finding stuff. And they also help leveling them, having those little side quests. Okay. So nice. And as you can see, as they're out there, they'll collect more. He's only been out for 18 hours, so he was one of the higher level ones. Whereas I have one here. She's been out here since level 1. So she's been out a day, 22 hours, almost 23 hours, and she's gone up to level 35. I guess she'll be probably 36, maybe 37 by the time she hits 2 days. So it takes just a bit over 2 days, I guess, in order to level them. Now, I've always found that it's actually better to just build the vault and the dwellers really slowly, like increase their stats and stuff before getting extra dwellers. And I did have only 90 dwellers, but because of the amount of people that I have out constantly exploring, I'm getting so many wasteland quests where I bring people back that I've just constantly gained more settlers. And I actually ran out of room in the training rooms because I only build a double-sized room, and I just put that along the side, because once you actually train all the dwellers, then they'll sit idle, and so you don't really want huge rooms that you want to defend, and the smaller rooms can be defended faster, having only 4, and so it kind of works out that way. And I can build the workroom in threes all the way up, as well as the various rooms here. I can put the full-size rooms in. I guess I'm kind of rambling here, but sorry about that. I just kind of wanted to show you my vault. And I do have the Halloween theme right now, and I'll just show you that. And they're kind of neat. Plus I have a few costumes. I have a ghost costume here. And I also have a costume of a skeleton here. Let me just show you that. So I have a few ghost costumes. And there's the skeleton costume. Now most of the people here that aren't level 50, they're in some form of armor that includes the room that they're in, plus an endurance bonus, so that at least their health is also going up as they're getting some form of endurance bonus while they're waiting to go out in the wasteland. So that kind of helps too. So hopefully you've enjoyed seeing my vault. I hope I didn't ramble on too much, but if there are any questions, just let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to see more content like this, please leave a like and subscribe. Otherwise, thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I'll talk to you again.